Hello there everyone. So, GCSEs are starting tomorrow. It feels like back in September you had all the time in the world, but suddenly, nope, tomorrow is the day to shine. Well, don't worry, I'm making this video to prepare you guys both mentally and physically for your upcoming exams. And also because it makes for a good clickbaity video to get some views. But that aside, I'm gonna help you guys, don't worry. So, without any further ado, here are my top 3 tips on how to prepare for your upcoming exams. First thing is not really a tip, it's more of an observation. Back when I sat my GCSEs in 2019, what I found is very interesting. My first exam, GCSE, as far as I can remember, I think it was biology. I came out and I thought, this was easier than I expected. And yes, that is the exact same thought you will have. Definitely, or at least most probably. Given that you're prepared for your exams, that you've been, revising for the past couple of at least months, doing questions, practice papers, etc., you'll definitely find the exams easier than you actually think inside your head right now. And hang on, I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking that I was doing some kind of the easiest, you know how people like to argue about what's the most difficult exam board there, is it AQA, is it Excel, is it OCR? So to tell you the truth, back in 2019, my school had the most difficult exam boards. And I still came out of the exam thinking it was pretty easy. Not like easy, but I thought I was expecting some kind of difficult, not like impossible questions. But in reality, I came out and I thought, this wasn't too bad. If you're prepared, you'll definitely find the exams rather straightforward than you'd expect them to be. There was one exception for me, however, was English literature. When it came to sitting my English lit paper, I don't know why, but my mind just went blank and I couldn't really focus. So as a result, I had an impression that I did a really bad job. And I came out of the exam thinking, let's say I failed English. And what do you know? In August I get my results and I get a 9 in English lit. Even though I was definitely sure I was getting like a 4 or 3 maximum. And I was literally crying because, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I was crying because I thought my English lit paper went really badly. In fact, I got a 9. So just keep that thought in mind. The real exam is not going to be that bad. You've prepared, if you've done your revision, you'll be fine, trust me. You guys all worked brilliantly throughout these years of school. And now is the exact moment to show your brilliance. So go out there and show those examiners what you're capable of. Because you guys are what's going to be building the future. So make sure you show all your brilliance in that paper so that your future is in your hands. And whatever you go on to do in your future lives, you will know that during those exams, you did your best and you've done brilliantly. There you go, some piece of advice and hopefully some kind of motivation for you. But moving on to tip number 2. You gotta go to sleep really early. So the problem when I had exams, and I'm sure you can relate to this, when I have an important day the next day, during the night, I can't really fall asleep. And it's really troublesome because I'll just be laying in bed thinking about the future day and what I'm going to be doing, what kind of exams I will be having, etc, etc. And all these thoughts keep firing in my brain, distracting me, and I can't fall asleep, and it's really frustrating. And I know in my past videos I've been reiterating how sleep is super important to you guys, but it is important. So you gotta make sure that you go to sleep early so that you have enough time to just fall asleep and be ready. Because the worst thing is you coming to the exam tired. It will be the worst, it will be a nightmare, trust me. So make sure you go to sleep at least 1 hour before your usual sleeping schedule. And if you want to know how to fall asleep quickly during the stressful exam season, watch my previous video. Somewhere there you'll find a great tip on how to fall asleep. But anyway, go to sleep earlier, make sure you get enough rest, and you won't be tired in the exam. And finally, tip number 3. Last minute revision can sometimes count. For example, I have this story. Before our exams, the whole year 11 in our school would be situated in the green room. It's kind of like a presentation room with loads of rows with seats where many people can sit down. Anyway, we would all gather there before we would be moved by our teachers to the exam hall to sit our exams. And during that time, you're allowed to have a book and go through your notes. My friend was going through the exact topic a question of which came up in the exam. As far as I can remember, it was a chemistry exam. He was looking at the right topic on that day. Too bad he didn't get the question because he forgot what he read, but my point is, last minute revision can sometimes count. So make sure before your exams, you do go through your notes at least briefly and look over things. Oh god, now that I remember, he was very unlucky. He just forgot what he read, but the question was kind of easy and he read the topic. Well, too bad for him, I guess. But yeah, last minute revision can sometimes count. Anyway, those were my 3 tips and kind of ideas on how you can prepare yourself mentally and physically, because you're sleeping, right? I gave a tip on sleeping, that's kind of physical. So yeah, physically prepare yourself for the exams. And remember guys, again, you've been preparing for this, so now's the time to show how brilliant you are to the examiners. So make sure you go out there and give it your best shot. I believe in all of you, and your teachers believe in all of you. You have all the support in the world. So go out there and get things done. Get the good grades, get the 9s, get the A star, and just do it. So if you found this video useful, please consider subscribing. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, it would help me a lot. Good luck on exams, and I will see you guys in the next videos. Bye bye everyone for now.